Welcome to this video in which I'm going to demonstrate how to connect an ABB267 multivariable to an XFCG4 flow computer on an RS485 communication bus. So let's get started first by looking at our G4 and look at the applications we have turned on. As you can see, I have XMV interface on 41, and I have two different AGA3 measurement tubes turned on in 11 and 12. So I'll need all those turned on and ready to go to get this going. What we're going to do in this scenario is station AGA3 tube number 2 is going to use the XMV, and AGA3-1 is going to use the onboard XIMV transducer, and we'll do the setup accordingly. Okay, so once we've got the applications, let's get started with XMV interface. First thing we do is let's look at our communications. This is how we're actually going to talk to the XMV, and we're going to use 32-bit Modbus host RTU, and we are on COM2 of the flow computer. Okay, once we have this established, we'll need to send that, basically using the send key here. Now the next thing we need to do is actually set up the XMV, the ABB transmitter. So let's go to XMV setup, and notice we can actually make a selection here. So we want to select the 267, and we'll go ahead and check these boxes and send these commands down. Now, one point to mention here, if we don't know the slave address, we can put a 0 here and then put the address that we wish the ABB multivariable to be. So in this case, I'm going to put 0 and 1 is our slave address. So let's press send. Notice it's going through all the commands. So it was successful in talking to the XMV and getting these things set up. So the next thing we want to do, let's go to XMV1. And here's the setup we're going to need to do to get that talking to the XMV interface. So those are the settings we need to make there. So we hit a send also there. To check it, let's go to values and do a reread. And as we can see, we've had success here. And here's our live numbers coming in from the transducer. Okay, so the last thing we need to do is actually, since we're getting our numbers into our XMV1, we need to actually push those down to our AGA3-2 measurement tube. So what we need to do is record these values, app-array registers, 412050, 205.1, 205.2, for differential, static, and temperature, because we need to place those into the measurement tube as its source for measurement. So let's go to advanced setup. As you can see, I've already put those in, and all I needed to do was to enter those values and press the send key. So now, to verify that everything's coming in well, we can actually go to the AGA3-2 GUI, the graphic user interface, and we can do a reread. We are getting the live values from the XMV into the AGA3-2 tube. This concludes the video. Thanks for listening.